Thank you very much for that. This is my opportunity to thank Harlow. Where is Harlow? Yell, Harlow. Yeah. Hello. Harlow was something like shock therapy for me, because I had this. I knew I wanted to be a journalist, but I had no idea really what journalism was involved. And when you start in journalism, there's always some horrible news editor who beats any airs and graces out of you. So that's the first shock. And the second shock was having to go to Harlow and knuckle down and learn the craft, because I think lots of people have a sort of, they think if they can write an essay, they can do journalism, and that's not necessarily the case. And so Harlow was an invaluable grounding for me in learning how to construct a story, learning about the law, learning about shorthand, though I'm not sure I did very well in shorthand. And we'll draw over that, learning how government worked, and so on and so forth. And it certainly taught me how to be a journalist and to make my mistakes, because journalism, you make mistakes very publicly, and Harlow enables you to make all your mistakes and get that out of the way very discreetly. So it was really important for me. Thank you, Harlow. There's a sort of complete fluidity about journalism these days that in a sense, anybody can be a journalist, anybody can think they're a journalist, anybody can do acts of journalism. Anyone who's got a mobile phone can take a picture, can be a reporter, can blog, can publish. And yet, at the same time, there's never been more debate about what journalism is, and I think a growing recognition that the skills of the sort they teach at Harlow are really important, because the more content that there is around, the more you wonder, is it true? Can I rely on it? Is it accurate? And so the things that you're taught in those first few weeks and months at places like Harlow become more and more important the more there is out there. And so it's a very proud moment to pick this up. As you said, a couple of weeks ago I picked up a Pulitzer Prize in New York. And the nice thing about that occasion, apart from obviously winning a Pulitzer Prize, which is kind of nice, is Americans are very serious about journalism. And in Britain, press awards are always prefaced by punch-ups and people getting drunk and people boo each other, and you wouldn't want to be at a press award in Britain. But in America, they begin by talking about Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin. And the separation of powers and what the press is there to do and how it's there to be a kind of separate estate and to challenge power. And they're very serious about journalism, and I've always been very proud to be a journalist. I think being a journalist is a noble thing, that society needs reporters, needs journalists, needs people who can hold power to account. And so for me, it's very important that there are places like Harlow that teach people the basics and how to get it right and how to be accurate, how to be ethical, and how to be serious about being a journalist. So thank you, Harlow.